What's going on, my wonderful Retro Squad? This is your boy Retro Quin, and today we're going to be checking out that boy KSO Big Dipper's new EP that he just dropped, Rental Red Benz. And I am excited about this because I know KSO been dropping a lot of freestyles and stuff lately, but I think it's been a while since he actually put out I guess a full project. I don't want to really call it a full project because this is an EP, so hopefully we get an album soon. But before we do start it, y'all make sure that y'all go over to his page and show him a lot of love. I'll make sure to have his link down below in the description and stuff, so y'all make sure y'all go show him some love. Make sure you go and download and stream his new EP over on Spotify as well as Apple Music. I don't know if he have it up on YouTube or not. It didn't pop up on my feed or anything, but if it's on YouTube, y'all go and show us some love on YouTube as well. But being that it is an EP, and I'm gonna just kind of give an overall review on it. I won't be talking too much because I don't want it to be longer than what it need to be. It's 16 minutes, 7 songs. Rental Red Benz, KSO Big Dipper. Let's go ahead and get into this thing.
Suicidal, but dog, I just wasn't scared to die. I think that got me here in life. A blessing or a curse, it all depends on how you hear that right. He told cause he was terrified. Police had that pussy boy Paul, were paralyzed. Little buddy never went outside, and yet they let him testify. I went blue when I checked the paperwork and it's verified, but I'ma let his ass survive. Suicide's how Judas died. I'm finally finding peace of finally found a peace of mind that maybe I'm the thief next to Jesus when he gets crucified. Look, sometimes I miss them never nice. 20 deep shooting dice. Now I get my merchandise in bulk for the merchant price. On gang I still merchant right, but I still merchant even though I know the murders don't really reflect my current life. It's hard to change, nigga. I just hit 100 G's off being me. Bro, them in the B&B, go ask if they believe in me. We ballin' like we one and done, but shooting like we 3 and D's is just fact. Me and my niggas, we came from the streets. We was bustin' plays all day, so we was looking up to Meech. Young niggas chasing dreams, so we was looking up to Meek. Last of a dying breed, so niggas looking up to me. Lead them to the lap of luxury, of course that's up to me. After Fizza, I guess niggas in this bitch comfortably.
Hold on. So before we end on this one right here, I don't think I said it earlier, but a few things that I look for when it comes to like EPs, albums, just projects in general. I check to see what type of replay value does it have, if any. I also check to see like does the album tell a story, and like do the titles make sense, do the flow of the songs, all of that stuff, features. I kind of factor all of that into a good project and stuff. And what I will say, just listening to this first song, in which I see all of the titles and stuff, but I don't know what Dismas actually mean. Dismas sums. I was trying to see like was it in reverse or anything like that, but if y'all do know, y'all make sure that y'all comment down below and let me know. But what I will say, just coming on, listening to the very first song, cause I'm kind of big on that too. Like, what does the first song mean, or does the first song kind of encapsulate what the album or what the project is gonna be about, and does it keep me interested? And just hearing this first song, I will say that it did grab my attention. And it seemed like it is telling a story, and it kind of gives me an idea of what the overall project is going to be, like just what it's gonna be about, the overall feel of it, and just what direction he going on. But a few things that I do like, right towards the end where he was kind of touching on, looking up to Big Meech, and then chasing dreams like Meek, just the wordplay right there and stuff. But kind of telling this backstory of where he came from, some of the stuff that he was doing. And then it kind of seemed like it's more so like on a brighter note now, and kind of putting his homies on, and like just some of the people that he grew up with. They done stuff back in the day together, but now they on a different trajectory, and they doing things the righteous way, the right way, not taking them penitentiary chances anymore. So I do love this first song. It definitely felt like an intro song, so I do like that. It didn't just go straight off into just like no crazy rapping and stuff like that. So I did enjoy that first one. We go to this second one, Boys to Men.
Streets turned the boys to men. Had to get it off the block, had to get it in. Better love with the money, I'm like fuck a friend. Me and KSO back to back, we gon' spin again, bitch, we gon' spin again. Streets turned the boys to men. Had to get it off the block, had to get it in. Fell in love with the money, I'm like fuck a friend. Me and KSO back to back, we gon' spin again, bitch, we gon' spin again. Yeah, we gon' hit shit, slide down this block with the stick, it's a real stick. Yeah, we tryna rip shit, pull up on this block and do the job, then we peel quick. What you say you need, let me call KSO vacuum seal it. Yeah, you ain't gotta see it when I pop out, I can seal it. Yeah, hit the TD bar and throw that shit up to the ceiling. You ain't from the street, nigga, you don't know the feeling. Yeah, going up, nigga, yeah, 12 was the feelings, nigga. Niggas think they gangsta, these niggas pussy, yeah, big crib, step on shit, yeah, I feel like Tookie. Need to clean off my shoes, it got shit on. That bitch know I'm from the street, so she gon' lick on. Streets turned the boys to men. Had to get it off the block, had to get it in. Fell in love with the money, I'm like fuck a friend. Me and KSO back to back, we gon' spin again, bitch, we gon' spin again.
Plays keep calling, but lately I've been ignoring them. This road running the packs, but we used to go on tour with them. I fuck with for show that, cause I know that I could score with him. R.I.P. the act, I remember we was pulling them. The way we double deuces, you think that I bang with phone them. West Africans, so when the packs came in, we was exporting them. Niggas capping, if I wasn't rapping, be extorting them. Bitches eating dick, nigga, we don't go with them. Since a youngin', I been getting money, I ain't new to this, but now they sending movie scripts while soundtrack to the motion pics. I be on some other shit. I got them goofy sick. They mad that I'm really lit. I told them suck a dick. You can suck a dick. I got hollow tips for sure that got a 50 clip. Just in case I miss. Pussy, you ain't ducking shit. You Morpheus. Nigga, you ain't ducking shit. Bitch, you ain't Morpheus.
I like that. So definitely a different direction than what I thought it was going on. Cause like I told y'all, I was wondering like how was it gonna flow. Just from me hearing the intro, I thought it was gonna be like more so of a kind of a laid back project, like real subtle. But he did give us a different perspective right here. A little bit of a more up tempo beat. And I like that he got the feature right here, and then he also gave a quick little shout out to him and stuff too. I'm wondering, he had one line where he mentioned Act, and then he was like R.I.P. to Act, and we pouring Act. Of course, that's he talking about mentioning the drink, but also just playing off of R.I.P. to Act. Now, what I'm wondering is two things. Was that a shot at DJ Academics? Because we know the whole situation with Act and just just his narratives and stuff like that in the media and everything. And so I'm wondering, like, was that a subtle shot to Act, or was it one of those things where he's saying like R.I.P. to Act, like I'm no longer, in that type of lifestyle where I'm, drinking that type of drink and stuff like that. So R.I.P. to it. I'm putting it away, no longer having anything to do with it because that's my past life. So I'm wondering about that. And then like just the overall theme of the song, going back to the title, it said Boys to Men, just kind of talking about some of the stuff that they done as boys, but now they done put all of that stuff aside, and they, they men now, adult, they done matured more. And he did mention something with his ops and stuff, but pretty much just saying like, I'm on the not dissing the ops or nothing like that, but it was just more so of, it's like my ops wondering how I'm moving now. I'm moving differently now. Like, you know, that's just not my lifestyle anymore. So just kind of still going with that storytelling theme and just, you know, just letting us know, like, you know, that's my past life. That's behind me now. I'm on to bigger and better things now. I'm doing better things. So I do like that. DTD. If y'all know what that means, comment that down below. DT, if that means anything, DTD. I'm wondering.
All the drip that she been putting on just to take it off. I can put you on a plane, the CPA gon' write it off. Freak bitch, I don't get involved, I let her do the dog. We let her do the dogs. All the drip that she been putting on just to take it off. I can put you on a plane, the CPA gon' write it off. Freak bitch, I don't get involved, I let her do the dog. We let her do the dog. Love like the dog cause he heard I like to run off. See, I done turn a girl in your dreams to a jump off. I think I'm in love with that little bitch. Don't fuck with me, well begrudgingly holds a grudge to me. Should've got her pregnant so that bitch was stuck with me. I called her, told her that I'm up now so she knows what's up with me. I told her that I got a Spanish junk in the cup with me, rolling blunts for me. She ain't in love with me, but she think it's fucking. She fucks with me. See, that's enough to keep me company. And we've been barely speaking, so maybe, baby, I'm reaching an unbroken rule right now that I'm breaching. But we all got our reasons, and when that heartbreaker, hey, you know it don't break even. So I'm in this studio screaming, bleeding, cause my heart's dead, but I need him, I'm grieving. Never thought that I would be here fucking singing about that bitch leaving. I've been fucking her friends to get even, I'm tweaking. I'm a dead. All the drip that she been putting on just to take it off. I can put you on a plane, the CPA gon' write it off. Freak bitch, I don't get involved, I let her do the dog. We let her do the dog. All the drip that she been putting on just to take it off. I can put you on a plane, the CPA gon' write it off. Freak bitch, I don't get involved, I let her do the dog. We let her do the dogs.
Interesting right there. Like just first listen on that one. I think this would probably be one that I would skip. I do like it though. Just not really like, you know, my full style. It kind of sounds like it could be a not really a love song, but it's definitely like, to me, he done gave me three different perspectives. Or I just say two, cause the first one was you know, intro song, so just kind of, you know, easing us into the album. Seemed like the second was on a different type of vibe. Number 3, DTD, that one seems like it's a, you know, totally different vibe as well. It almost seemed like, you know, like just one of them chill, laid back songs you can just kind of put on and vibe out. Maybe you know, kill a few blocks in and stuff like that. You know, windows down, hair flying in the wind, just, you know, just kind of chilling on some laid back, cool type stuff on. But you know, just overall, it is a cool song and stuff. Not really nothing that I would necessarily vibe with. But so far though, I am enjoying the full EP though. But you know, that's DTD. We finna go to the next one. Come with Bail. That's an interesting title. Some dark vibes now.
I know I've been broke, but I've been bougie still eating value meals, but in that new Chanel. Thank you, Lord. Niggas claiming moves that they don't do for real. So I'm gonna run that fade, but niggas still shoot to kill. So come with bail. I know I've been broke, but I've been bougie still.
Okay.
Still eating value meals, but in that new Chanel. Thank you, Lord. Niggas claiming moves that they don't do for real. So I'm gonna run this fade, but niggas still shoot to kill. So come with bail. I know a lot of niggas that will lie to niggas say they slide for niggas, but they don't. I know a lot of niggas that will lie to niggas say they die for niggas, but they won't. I know a lot of niggas say they slimy niggas, but they tell on niggas to come home. I know a lot of niggas that will slaughter niggas that they call they own for the throne. My plug told me I should ride with a Bible, so spraying a rifle, that's just for survival. I got a brother made something from nothing, so to me that nigga's an idol. I got some niggas I thought was my brothers, I got me some money and now they my rivals. Talk tough how you want on the internet, come to Texas, you be dead on arrival. Goddamn, we used to have Zion a coke can. Hit the wood, make a little nigga sit down. Could stand on the grass like an old man. I about a Drake for 4 bands. So when I'm in the jam, I won't jam. She want a romance, hold hands, slow dance. Little bitch got no chance. I know I've been broke, but I've been bougie still eating.
I like this one. I like this one.
Chanel, thank you, Lord. Niggas claim moves that they don't do for real. So I'm gonna run that fade, but niggas still shoot you, kill. So come with bail. I know I've been broke, but I've been bougie still eating value meals. But in that new Chanel, thank you, Lord. Niggas claiming moves that they don't do for real. So I'm gonna run this fade, but niggas still shoot you, kill. So come with bail.
I want to play this one back. Point out a couple of things, but so far, definitely my favorite one on the EP. So far, I mean, we only halfway through it, but definitely my favorite one. Just want to mention a couple of things. I like this one a lot. So before we do get into it, to me, it seemed like on this particular one, he kind of showing off his lyrical abilities and stuff on just his overall rapping skills and stuff. Crazy bar work on this one. I would imagine that shout out on talking about looking up to his brother and stuff. I don't think he have any other siblings. I haven't heard him mention any other than Screw. Y'all know Screwface John. If y'all haven't checked out his channel, y'all go and check him out as well. But that's his brother, and if that's who he's referring to, great shout out, great callback right there. But just want to point out a couple of other things too.
I know I've been broke, but I've been bougie still eating value meals. But in that new Chanel, thank you, Lord. Niggas claim.
See, I like that right there. I've been broke before, but still eating value meals in that new Chanel. Thank you, Lord. Like, he kind of just, giving us that story, placing us somewhere mentally, we can visualize that. But it's like, kind of just being able to tell that story, thanking God that you done, made it out of a certain situation. And it's like, I done been broke before. I know what it's like. And then like, I look at it in a few different ways, because it's like, now that I'm getting money, life is a little bit, better for me now. Things look different for me now. But even though I'm in this new Chanel, I'ma still eat value meals on, cause like I said, it's a lot of different ways you can look at it. It's one where it's like, I don't want to forget my past, want to, keep myself humble, even though I'm in a different bracket. I'm able to do things that I couldn't do once before, but I still want to, do certain things to remind myself of where I came from, and remind myself like, hey, don't mess up this opportunity, because you can go back to this. So, it's just a few different ways to look at it, but I really, really like that line right there.
Value meals, but in that new Chanel, thank you, Lord. Niggas claiming moves that they don't do for real. So I'm
False claiming.
but niggas still shoot you, kill. So come with bail. I know I've been broke, but I've been bougie still eating value meals, but in that new Chanel, thank you, Lord. Niggas claiming moves that they don't do for real. So I'm gonna run this fade, but niggas still shoot you, kill. So come with bail. I know a lot of niggas that will lie to niggas, say they slide for niggas, but they don't.
Come on.
A lot of niggas that will lie to niggas, say they die for niggas, but they won't. I know a lot of niggas say they slimy niggas, but they tell on niggas to come home. I know a lot of niggas that will slaughter niggas that they call they own for the throne. My plug told me I should ride with him.
See, right there, I like that right there, because he pointing out the fakeness that's in the, I ain't gonna even say just in the industry, but just in general, in the hood and stuff, or just within circles and everything. Like, people say one thing, do a totally different thing. They say they this, but really they not this. They, like they saying this in your face, but when they get behind closed doors and stuff, they snitching on you, ratting you out, wearing wiretaps and all this type of stuff. Like, it, like, a lot of false claiming and stuff, like people saying that they something and they just being the totally opposite. So I like that he called people out on that. Not mentioning no one specific, but of course, if the shoe fits, wear it well. Wear it well.
They don't. I know a lot of niggas that will lie to niggas, say they die for niggas, but they won't.
And there's some of the wordplay too.
Slimy niggas, but they tell on niggas to come home. I know a lot of niggas that will slaughter niggas that they call they own for the throne. My plug told me I should ride with a Bible, so spraying a rifle, that's just for survival. I got a brother
See, right there, I got a brother that made something from nothing. So to me, that's my idol. Like, a lot of people, they got different people that they look up to, different idols and stuff, people that they'll probably never meet in their life. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because, of course, always have someone that you look up to, not really idolize, but you know what I'm saying? Like, have someone that you look up to, motivate you and stuff. But in KSO instance, what better person to look up to than your brother Screw? Like, you done been through the struggle with him. Like, you can relate to him better than anybody else. And to see him on, this trajectory that he's on and stuff, like, what better person to look up to than your bigger brother, Screw, that's, making big moves and stuff like that. So, I'm glad that he shouted Screw out right there. And like I said, he could be mentioning someone totally different. I don't know. But in my opinion, just for me, being in the reaction space, knowing a little bit about Screw, knowing a little bit about KSO, I would imagine that's who he's referring to right there. Come with bail. It won't jam.
I know I've been broke, but I've been bougie still eating value meals, but in that new Chanel. Thank you, Lord. Niggas claim moves that they don't do for real. So I'm gonna run that fade, but niggas still shoot you kills. So come with bail. I know I've been broke, but I've been bougie still eating value meals, but in that new Chanel. Thank you, Lord. Niggas claiming moves that they don't do for real. So I'm gonna run this fade, but niggas still shoot you kills. So come with bail.
Definitely my favorite so far. Blick in the picnic basket.
Shorty had a shot for Blick, cause I'm a felon, bitch. I had to quit selling bricks, for I went predicate. The last charge was about 80 years. Still wasn't telling shit, it's death before the sign of maybe I'm not that intelligent. And I said shorty had a shot for Blick. We some fucking fellas, bitch. I had to quit selling bricks before we went predicate. Last charge was like 80 years, and yet I didn't tell him shit. It's death before the sign of maybe I'm not that intelligent. And I said all I want is peace, run it up, dog. Let's get this bag for real. I done left the streets around the same time my homeboy Swag got killed. R.I.P. the realest, ain't met nobody that's half as real. Honestly, dog, no cap for real. Told bro on gang, I'ma rap for real. So it'd be a shame and pretty damn lame if we was trapping, still busting down bags of vacuum seals. My next goal is $500,000. Well, with a quarter ticket, I guess we be happy still, cause we came up from Happy Meals hungry, so niggas had to steal. I learned how to ration well, since I do reactions ill. I started flashing niggas like you spazzing, dog, you have to chill. Shorty had a shot for Blick, cause I'm a felon, bitch. I had to quit selling bricks, for I went predicate. The last charge was about 80 years, still wasn't telling shit. It's death before the sign of maybe I'm not that intelligent. And I said shorty had a shot for Blick. Cause we some fucking fellas, bitch. I had to quit selling bricks, that's before we went predicate. The last charge was like 80 years, still I didn't tell him shit. It's death before dishonor, maybe I'm not that intelligent. Fuck around, I might book a little concert. Probably a show in Chicago. Couple niggas had went Nicaragua, and now the police think we tied to the Contra. Not a gangster, we move like some mobsters. At the dinner with pasta and lobsters. Ain't a game I can spot her imposter. I do videos, then I shoot choppers. Let y'all about 80 years. Still didn't tell him shit. It's death before the sun, or maybe I'm not that.
I want to run this one back and point out a couple of things in it. Now one thing that I do like, just right off the bat, was the different flows that he gave us. So he tapping into a different bag right there. Well, not a different bag, but he just tapping into something different, showing us some versatility. So I do like that. Like he, giving us a lot of different styles and stuff like that, just to let people know I'm not a like just I like to say one trick pony, but a lot of those artists, they can only do one flow, they can only be in one pocket, only do one thing. But him switching up right here on this song, just letting everybody know, and then like another way that I look at it too is with this being an EP, he's showing us a lot of different versatility, giving us a lot of different perspectives and stuff, because he getting ready, maybe he is getting ready to drop an album and just kind of hinting at a couple of different things to expect on the album. So I do like that. But I just want to point out a couple of things on this one. This might be number 2 for me, but number that come with Bell, definitely my number 1.
Shorty had a shot for Blick, cause I'm a felon, bitch. I had to quit selling bricks, for I went predicate. The last charge for about 80 years, still wasn't telling shit. It's death before the sign, and maybe I'm not that intelligent. And I said, Shorty had a shot for Blick.
So that particular line right there is death before dishonor, but maybe I'm not that intelligent. And then just kind of speaking on him remaining solid. He was, facing 80, I think he said 80 years. So just kind of still telling us some of his backstory, where he come from. He said that he had to stop. I think he said he had to stop selling bricks, I believe. So, just kind of giving us his, not life story, but just some of the stuff that he was doing, and, talked about someone passing away. He, kind of getting out the game and stuff, but that death before dishonor, maybe I'm not that intelligent. But the flip side of it is maybe he is intelligent because he understands, the lifestyle and what he was in and stuff. Cause you got some people, they in this lifestyle and you can't tell them nothing. But the fact that, he was aware, understanding that lifestyle that he was in, and understanding that it wasn't no, it wasn't no glory story that was gonna come out of it. So it's best that I get out of this lifestyle. So in actuality, he is smart about it.
Shorty had a shot for Blick. We some fucking fellas, bitch. I had to quit selling bricks before we went predicate.
And see, like right there, he's saying like which I said it earlier, but I had to quit selling bricks before I became predicate. In which, honestly, the way I look at it is like, I'm gonna get out of this lifestyle because I see that nothing good is gonna come about it. If anything, I'm gonna end up going federal. So let me just get up out of this lifestyle and switch to something more productive, something more positive. So like I said, in actuality, even though it probably don't seem like you're smart, he actually was smart about it.
Like 80 years, and yet I didn't tell him shit. Step before the sun, maybe I'm not that intelligent. And I said, all I want is peace. Run it up, dog. Let's get this bag for real. I done left the streets around the same time my homeboy Swag got killed. R.I.P. the realest. Ain't met nobody that's half as real. Honestly, dog, no cap for real. Told bro one gang, I'ma rap for real. So be ashamed and pretty damn lame if we was trapping, still busting down bags of vacuum seals. My next goal is $500,000. Well, with a quarter ticket, I guess we be happy still, cause we came up from Happy Meals hungry, so niggas had to steal.
I like that. We came up from Happy Meals hungry, so we had to steal. Just kind of still painting that picture and just letting you know, like this is the type of lifestyle that I came up in. This is what I grew up on and stuff like that. So, I'm not saying that it was the right thing, but I felt justified. Like we coming up, hungry and stuff. So I had to make a way. I had to do something, So like I said, it just kind of not really justifying, but you know what I'm saying right there though.
Well, with a quarter ticket, I guess we be happy still, cause we came up from Happy Meals hungry, so niggas had to.
They had no choice.
I learned how to ration well. Since I do reactions ill, I started flashing. Niggas like you spazzing, dog. You have to chill. Shorty had a shot for Blick.
So I'm wondering right there, cause he was like, since I started doing reactions, people saying that I'm flashing, so I need to chill. Like, are they saying that because they think that he's still in that lifestyle and he gave that lifestyle up for a more positive, a positive lifestyle now? And like, the reactions doing well, the channel doing well. So, he able to, splurge on things, but people thinking that, he's still in that lifestyle. So that's how he able to afford these luxury type things. But that's not the case. I'm doing things in a positive manner now, but you still judge me on my past. So you think that's how I'm getting these things now because I'm still doing things of my past, but I'm not doing those things anymore. That's the perspective that I'm kind of getting on that. But I could be wrong though. Not saying that he's still in that lifestyle, but I could be wrong on my assessment. But that's what I feel from that though.
Happy meals hungry, so niggas had to steal. I learned how to ration well. Since I do reactions ill, I started flashing. Niggas like you spazzing, dog. You have to
Gotta
chill.
chill.
Cause I'm a felon, bitch. I had to quit selling bricks. For I went predicate. The last charge was about 80 years. Still wasn't telling shit. It's death before dishonor. Maybe I'm not that intelligent. And I said, shorty had it shot for blick. Cause we some fucking fellas, bitch. I had to quit selling bricks. That's before we went predicate.
It sounds like he's saying too, shorty had to shop for blick. She had to shop for the blick, had to shop for the gun because I'm a felon. And obviously y'all know felons can't, they can't carry or possess a gun and stuff. Like y'all know about all of that though.
Bitch. I had to quit selling bricks. That's before we went predicate. Last charge was like 80 years. Still I didn't tell
Ooh, boy.
Death before dishonor. Maybe
That's a
I'm
long
not
time,
that
boy.
intelligent. Fuck around, I might book a little concert. Probably do me a show in Chicago. Couple niggas had went Nicaragua. Now the police that we tied to the Contra. Not a gangster, we move like some mobsters. At the dinner with pasta and lobsters. Ain't a game I can spot her imposter. I do videos, then I
Come
shoot
on.
choppers.
I love to play right now.
For we went predicate. Last y'all about 80 years. Still didn't tell him shit is death before the sun. Maybe I'm not that
Intelligent. Death before dishonor.
cause I'm a felon, bitch.
I think that was it on that one. 6th Street, Austin, Texas. So like just off of this title, that let me know that this is probably gonna be a real specific type song, but I just want to see. Oh, let me back it up.
I kept it silent, but you just. I gave you chances, but you just threw them away. I kept it silent, but you just let me stray. I saw your actions, they weren't matching your words. We crashed and burned, but you got what you deserve. You got what you deserve. Oh, got what you deserve.
Okay, I'm headed to the bank like the backboard. Take it to the land, but baby, you gon' need a passport. I ain't never trick, but I can give you what you ask for. I like when you relax, you throw it back with your ass. You niggas better hold 10. I'm trying to make a hoe spin, texting her to no end, asking where the hoe been. Go against emotion, probably in my section, sipping bottles from the low end, or with her whole friend screaming out, go girl, go girl, go girl, can you go girl? People so hard, make them go 10. And we be about to make a hate a nigga go 10. Every weekend, niggas gon' go in. Be ballin' so hard, make them go 10. Came up shipping Henny from the low end. Now this shit take four.
I gave you chances, but you just threw them away.
I like this.
Silent, but you just let me stray. I saw your actions, they weren't matching your words. We crashed and burned, but you got what you deserve. You got what you deserve. Oh, got what you deserve.
It's a nice feature too.
I gave you chances, but you just threw them away. I kept it silent, but you just let me stray. I saw your actions, they weren't matching your words. We crashed and burned, but you got what you deserve. You got what you deserve.
We're probably just gonna ride this one out.
Got what you deserve.
Yeah. So I do like that one. It seemed like we got a different, different tempo, different flow, different pace on that one too. 6th Street, Austin, Texas. I mean, like I said in the beginning, I thought that it was gonna be like very specific, and just kind of telling the story on something in which maybe I missed it. I don't know. Of course I'm gonna play it back and make sure that I didn't miss anything. But I do like the up tempo vibes on this one. It almost feel like it could be like a like a spring or summer type vibe, honestly, like just real upbeat. And honestly, I thought KSO was gonna come on and actually sing on this one. I'm wondering, do he got that, got any type of singing in his, in his repertoire, anything like that? And if so, I definitely would have preferred him singing on this one. I do like the rapping on it. It sounds good. Sonically, it sounds good and everything. I wish he would have had another verse on it too. Another verse on this one, and possibly a little bit of singing on this one, or maybe like a little bit of auto tune. If it's done in moderation. I'm not like huge on auto tune and nothing like that unless it's done in moderation. But those are the two things on that. I wish he would have had a second verse on this one, and possibly some singing just cause of the vibe on it. Like I said, it kind of puts me in like a spring summer type, outside type vibe, almost like a party song or something like that in a sense. So I'm glad that he has one of those. Maybe we're gonna be getting some of this on the more of this on this album once he drops it. But I definitely like the direction on that one. Just really wish you would have had a second verse on that one, and like I said, the singing on it. And we got the last one, Rental Red Benz.
Rental Red Benz down I-10, pushing 110. If this bitch crack, fucking when it crack, at least I get to see a nigga friends once again. Send my mama every cent I didn't spend. Tell my boys that they won't ever have to spend. Win again. That's what we gon' do to get revenge. Address this message to my next of kin. Out in Texas, tapped in with the Mexicans. My soul benevolent, my girl a heaven sent, but that's irrelevant. My school was negligent, that was evident. Dumb ass teaching about intelligence. I tried drugs, but I'd rather sell them shits. I beat a charge on a lack of evidence. We street niggas, that don't come with benefits. Just long sentences to set a precedent. And tell the kids they can run for president. The shit we did back then was devilish. Niggas sell their soul just to buy a boat, knowing that it's black ass cake. First you singing hymns, then you selling hymns, then they're selling him. I'm like,
Oh, I like that. I like that.
first you singing hymns, then you selling hymns, then they selling him. I'm like, I feel so bad for it. Rental Red Benz down I-10, pushing 110. If this bitch crack, fucking when it crack, at least I get to see a nigga friends once again. Send my mama every cent I didn't spend. Tell my boys that they won't ever have to spend. Win again. That's what we gon' do to get revenge. Rental Red Benz down I-10, pushing 110. If this bitch crack, fucking when it crack, at least I get to see a nigga friends once again. Tell my mama every cent I didn't spend. Tell my niggas they won't ever.
Ooh. That one interesting right there. It almost one thing that I will say, I felt like he done a great job adding that one to the end and kind of closing out the EP. Cause like I told y'all at the beginning, that's one thing that I look for too, like to see how does things like how does the album or how does the project flow. And he came in with Dismas, the very first one, felt like an intro, and this one right here felt like an outro. So he closed out the EP very well, and it almost seemed like just metaphorically speaking, he put it, kind of put it to the end, put it to an end. Closed out the EP, just kind of wrapped up the entire, not the entire lifestyle, but he just kind of wrapped up everything that that he was doing like in that lifestyle and stuff, and just kind of putting it to bed. Like I said, metaphorically speaking, putting everything to bed, and just cruising out, heading into the next lifestyle, next Cause it kind of seemed like, you know, he was kind of speaking on death, like if anything happened, but I just look at it from a metaphorical standpoint, you know, like not that I'm an artist or anything, but just kind of, you know, tapping into the mind of an artist, you know, putting everything to bed, deading off all of the old lifestyle, the things of the past, and just kind of riding off into the sunset and just kind of, you know, just getting ready for that next chapter in, you know, in his life and stuff. But overall, definitely a 10 out of 10 EP. Like I told y'all, my least favorite song would probably be DTD. And maybe I just missed some of the references in it, or you know, just something like that. I don't know. Of course, I'm gonna go back and listen to the full album again, you know, to see, you know, if I missed anything or if I had anything wrong, you know, throughout the entire project and stuff. But definitely got great replay value. I love the features that he had in it. I just love the overall theme in it, the storytelling, beat selection, you know, different cadences, different flows. Everything made sense, and you could tell, you know, like that he put a lot into it. And I mean, it felt like a passion project, and it left me wanting, not wanting more in a bad way, but you know, it left me wanting more because I know that more is coming. I guess, like, you know, with this being an EP, it definitely lets me know an album is on the way, and I'm wondering, like, you know, what to expect. Like I said, that's not in a bad way, only in a good way. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this review. KSO, if you checking it out, man, keep doing what you're doing. You know, much love. You know, if you need me to do anything else to help promote this project, you know, putting it up on my page, you know, bringing more exposure to it and stuff like this but definitely keep doing what you're doing, man. And hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Y'all make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Stay positive and stay smiling. And without further ado, this is your boy Retro Quin. I'm out.